Someone prompted the question to me one time when I was streaming, and they asked me, how long would it take for villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons to pay off a bridge in its entirety? I thought it was a silly question and assumed figuring out the answer probably wouldn't be worth my time, considering it would probably take hours of time traveling. But the more I thought about it, I was like, dang, that would make a great YouTube video. And it's not like I'm doing anything anyway. So here it is, the result of hours that would have been better spent doing many other things. Hope you enjoy. First things first, we gotta build this dang thing. I suppose either an incline or a bridge would work, but for this I chose a bridge because I'm basic. But what kind should we get? Against my better judgment, I'll get the red Zen bridge, which is the most expensive because, I don't know, what's the point of doing this video if you aren't gonna go all out? Now we gotta find a good spot. This is my second island that I only use for making YouTube videos and speedruns, so I honestly don't really care about the location of the bridge. Putting it closest to the house would probably be a wise idea since we'll be time traveling a lot. When I nuke this island off of its mortal coil, then the bridge placement will mean nothing. But for now, it's been built. So now the real fun can begin. Island residents can contribute little by little. Once we reach our goal, construction will begin. Of course, you can feel free to make whatever hefty donations you want. No, I don't think I'll be doing that, actually. I'll take this time to explain how donating to bridges and inclines work. The daily amount that's donated is based on the amount of villagers that you have in your town, and also the friendship level with all of those villagers, which means that there is no guarantee as to when the project will be complete, as it's all dependent on those two factors. And obviously it depends as well on what bridge or incline you selected, since some are more expensive than others. So right now I have 5 villagers, since I haven't really made an effort to build the campsite or more plots on this island, so initially we're going to get a pretty small amount of donations, but I will work towards getting the full island over the course of this challenge. And you might be asking yourself, but Dagno, couldn't you just skip a bunch of time to get the bridge done quicker? And that's a very valid question, but the reason it won't actually work is because you actually need to log on to your town for donations to register for that day. So it'd be really easy to just skip 60 years in the future to get the bridge done, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way, meaning I need to play every single day. 2060 doesn't look that much different if I'm being honest, other than this dope hairstyle I got. Aww. No matter what, you'll always be my baby. She also attaches a cake as well. How sweet of her. I don't like carrot cake. Anyways, yeah, we only have a day's worth of donations towards the bridge since we only technically played for a day since we first put the plot down. Which is, as a matter of fact, not very lovely, Lloyd. Let's take this time to befriend some villagers for a little bit. Hello, Fuchsia. Oh wow, yeah, I guess it has been a while. I'm honestly surprised you still remember me. Anyways, let's go back to the time where we started, since one big time travel won't work. So back to July 2nd of 2000. So now we're back to the day that we started, and we're still at 154 bells. So from here on, I'm just going to be doing a lot of time traveling day by day. And I mean like day by day. For in-game years. Don't say I never did anything for you. On the next day, we're up to 310 bells, which is a slight increase in the rate at which villagers donate. So our number one priority is befriending current villagers and building plots for new ones. We also have a little cockroach infestation since we time traveled 60 years in the future, but we'll get that fixed up. July 4th, it warms my patriotic heart. Islanders must have been spending all their bells on fireworks though, because they're kind of skimping out on the donations a little bit here. Sure, take my silver HHA plaque that I worked so hard for, and never forget what a good friend I am to you when it's time to open up the wallet for the bridge donation. Thanks for the cushion, I guess. Sheldon just taught me how to sneeze, which strikes me as a little bit tone-deaf given current global circumstances, but sure, whatever makes you happy. I'll put this to good use. My favorite of my starting villagers is probably Jeremiah. I hope he likes me as much as I like him. Oh, and there's a fishing tourney coming up. Something tells me I'll have better things to do. Actually, I lied. Coco's my favorite villager in this town. My sweater is pretty cute after all. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. All that mingling has got us up to 167 bells per day, which is still pretty slow going. Yeah, still haven't cracked 1,000. I think I need more villagers. Tom Nook has been pleading me for years to build this campsite, and I'm finally gonna freaking do it. Be nice if he can contribute since he's got the money after all, but for now we're gonna pop this here and keep an eye out for any potential campers. Let's skip to tomorrow and see who we get. Dono's still slowly rolling in. Oh yeah, and we have to wait a day until after it's built before we get somebody. Well, you know what that means. You know, even though I don't play on this island, I'm kind of excited. Okay, let's see if we can get someone else. Well, guess we're stuck with this creature. Hope you got a fat wallet, Hans. In other news, the rest of my villagers are still broke. Hans has now moved in, so at least we can look forward to a little bit of donations. I will not be welcoming him, though, thanks, Isabel. I'll pass on that one. So with the addition of a 6th villager, we've gone up to a whopping 193 bells per day. I think we should build some plots and wait for some new villagers. Of course, I'll keep checking the status of the donations as we go. Nobody today, so to tomorrow we go. I'm not really doing a good job befriending my villagers. Yo, Dobie's my favorite cranky villager, plus he probably got that retirement money. Here's a bug, you little rat. We have finally cracked 200 daily bells. Ugh. Yeah, I'm already starting to get a little bit sick of this. Hey, speaking of sick, I guess we do need some fresh blood in this town. Nah, I need the friendship points for healing him, unfortunately. Here's some medicine. That'll be 228,000 bells, please. Snooty moving in and Sheldon being forever indebted to me has gotten us up to 2,362. Another anteater and Cyrano moved in as well, so we're up to 275 bells per day. Yeah, starting to think I bit off a little bit more than I can chew for this challenge. Plus, nobody's really filling in these other plots, and I really don't know why. There we go. Who got it? Oh, Kyle. Nice. So these are my 10 villagers. Fuchsia, Sheldon, Hans, Dobie, Snooty, Jeremiah, Pinky, Coco, Kyle, and Cyrano. Now with that out of the way, I'm excited to see what our daily donations are up to. 314. It's not bad considering where we started. This is about an in-game week later, and I had to show this nice donation total, but we still got a long way to go. I actually found a cool trick that makes it so that we can travel 2 days at once by setting the clock to 4:59 a.m. Because since the day rolls over at 5, I can log in, talk to Lloyd, and immediately have Isabel's announcements for the next day as soon as I'm done.
A few moments later.
Which means that I got 352 time travels to go. Fun. It takes a whopping 2 minutes and 27 seconds per time travel, which I measured from the time that I stopped talking to Lloyd the first day and then talked to him again the next day. So I'm going to be honest with you and say that at this point I kind of tapped out of the challenge. I realized that under optimal circumstances that would have been about 14 and a half real hours of time traveling to finally get the completed bridge. My ambition got the better of me, so instead I'll skip to July 3rd, 2002 and simulate the amount of time that it took to complete the bridge. This is the day that I calculated the bridge would be complete, given the rate that the villagers were donating and the date that I left off. So almost 2 years it took in-game to get it completed. Perhaps a more dedicated content creator would be willing to do that, but not me. Not me. Hopefully you'll forgive my lack of dedication towards this silly challenge. I'm playing the time traveling sequence sped up to give you an idea of how long it takes. The loading times for this game definitely don't help my cause. And here it is. Funnily enough, you actually can't rely solely on your villagers to pay it off. You actually have to be the one to make the final payment because the game won't let them for some reason. So the answer to how long it takes is technically never. But the answer you came here for is 2 years and 1 day. As stated previously though, this depends on the friendship level with your villagers, how many villagers you have, and also the bridge that you selected. Well, that's all from me. Bye. Is this not decent enough for you? You call this undecent? Speak up. Speak up, Toodles. You got a problem with this? If you got a problem with Cube, you got a problem with me, is all I'm saying. It's very decent.